If you are holding XRP, we have more breaking news regarding the Clarity Act, which has been updated and is now Democrat friendly. So here is the new ethics provision. This is the new ethics requirements, and they have finally updated it so that it is favorable to the Democrats. And we could potentially get a floor vote next week, which would be absolutely huge. I believe it will get passed because the Democrats, some people are saying Democrats aren't going to vote, but the Democrats that don't vote in favor of the Crypto Clarity Act are not going to get voted in on the midterms. So they know that there's a lot of people that are pro-crypto in the United States and that they need to get it done. And if they don't get it done, they're not going to get elected. So the Democrats are going to vote for it, at least the ones that are needed, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Let me know if you guys agree with that in the comments below. But this is huge. It's going to unlock trillions of dollars into crypto, into XRP, as soon as it is fully alive and signed in. And what I think is going to happen at first is once it's voted on, the market's going to pump and be all excited, yay. And then there's going to be this signing event, so we might even pump into that. But it'll probably be the buy the rumor, sell the news event in the short term. So there's probably going to be a short-term pump on it, and we probably might pull back after the Clarity Act is done. So whenever there is a bullish event and the market is anticipating it, typically people will buy into that event, and the market will pump into that event, and they sell and take profits after the event is passed. But that's the short term. Over the course of the next several months and years, this is really going to be pushing cryptos up much higher, because it's going to unlock trillions of dollars of institutional capital, retail capital within institutions to be able to buy and sell XRP and cryptos. Senator Loomis says the Clarity Act would keep customers' assets out of a platform's bankruptcy estate through mandatory segregation funds. So that's another bullish part of the Clarity Act. The Digital Chamber of Digital Commerce, and Blockchain Association dropped a joint letter to Senate leadership. Pass the Clarity Act now. Their message: without durable market structure legislation, the US risks losing its lead in financial innovation to the rest of the world. And this is what Trump is talking about. Crypto clarity isn't optional, it's essential. Do you think clarity gets a vote before August 7th? Comment below and find out more. This is what Good Evening Crypto says. So we are seeing congressmen, companies, all of these people are banding together to get this Clarity Act done. And we need to get it done because we can't let China and Russia and all these other countries who've got their Clarity Act done get ahead of the United States. And if the Clarity Act is not done and not voted on next week or the next, we have like 2 weeks until the summer recess. If it is not done during that time, Coinbase and other crypto companies in the US are leaving the US. They're going to be taking their crypto businesses offshore. And that would be very bad for the United States because they would lose for a portion of time a lot of this income, a lot of this money, a lot of this business in the United States in the crypto market. And that would be a terrible thing to give it away to somebody else. Confirmed the Clarity Act will pass. Jim Cramer says, I'm sure the Clarity Act will never pass, apparently. That would be a very bullish, very, very bullish thing. Everything Jim Cramer says is the exact opposite. I don't even know if this post is real, but that is just honestly hilarious. This is true confirmation that the Clarity Act is going to get done. Whenever you see Jim Cramer say something, do the exact opposite of what he says. We can see, if we take a look at this Bitcoin chart here, that Bitcoin is at the exact bottom, that we see the same bottom signal is appearing over and over again, and it has just fired for Bitcoin. We are close to the bottom, maybe at the bottom, but we are getting close to the bottom, very close to the bottom, probably at the bottom. It's going to happen very soon, guys. The market is going to take off. With this Clarity Act getting done, guys, the market is going to take off. People are going to understand that they need to buy. A lot of sideline capital is waiting to buy XRP and cryptos once the Clarity Act is passed. And I think as soon as it gets passed, the bull market is going to start. Look at this. XRP hit all-time high just over a year ago. Since then, it's been down only relentless sell-off with barely any relief. That's quite true, quite interesting. Order book remains skewed towards bids. No sellers need to have stronger hand to keep maintaining progress. Overall, it seems like a probable trend shift probable trend shift is starting to develop in the near future. Think back to Bitcoin lows at 16K in 2022. It was slow, boring, low volatility, and we can see that there's a lot of bids here between now and 50 cents. So this is where all the buyers, the Binance whales, have their bids set up and are defending the price of XRP. And you can see XRP is beginning to break this triangle, this trend line here, this resistance. And that's an indication that this bear market for XRP is ending. Taking a look at Bitcoin here, we can see that Bitcoin is in an uptrend. It's higher highs, higher lows here. Looking at this, there's a lot of high time frame signals that are hinting that Bitcoin is bottom and XRP is bottomed here. Look at this. This is the relative long to short term holder realized profit loss to exchanges. And we are seeing it at levels that we see at every single bottom, as well as this one, relative short to long holder realized profit loss to exchanges. This is the same exact signal that appeared at the last 2022 bear market bottom. So we are seeing bottom signals for Bitcoin. We're seeing bottom signals for XRP. And I think there's going to be a vote on the Clarity Act on the Senate floor next week. If we zoom into the charts here, what we could see specifically is XRP has pulled back after pumping this week, but XRP is now heading into this angled support here. And I think XRP is going to hold this bottom. I don't think XRP tests this bottom, but maybe XRP comes to $1.05. But I think XRP, if we zoom in here, is at a key support. Bitcoin has also pulled back into a key support. It looks like we are trying to bounce here. So I think we're going to be bouncing in the short term over this weekend, and the market's going to start pumping into this whole Clarity Act situation next week, the voting of it. And that's going to be very exciting. So that's all about to take place. Make sure you guys are trading over on Blofin. This is where we're doing all of our trading, spot and leverage. You're going to have the cheapest fees with my link below. But join my free community so you can have an understanding of exactly what is happening in the markets today. A couple days ago, I posted that the market was going to pull back. In the free Telegram, I'll let you know that. But me and my private community in the WAP, which you guys can try today for free, we just opened up a Bitcoin long. So if you guys want to follow my profitable trades, I'm posting profitable trades in my WAP community every single week, guaranteed. So go ahead and check that out. Check out the things in my video description. They're all there designed to help you guys make money. And if you guys got anything out of this video, consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing with notifications on, and I will see you later.